Hi everyone, Cherie here. Today I'm going to be creating a Life Crafted spread featuring the September 2020 The Best Parts Life Crafted kit from Citrus Twist Kits. And this one's actually going to be a hybrid spread. So I have some digital elements and some of the physical kit as well. So these papers here I've actually printed out myself. This one is one of the Traveler's Notebook Basics page, which coordinate perfectly with the Life Crafted kit, and I absolutely love the floral, and it's got this section down the bottom here that I can fill in, and I'm backing that with this paper here which I've printed out. This one was in the physical kit, but I had already used that page, so it's so handy having the digital version of the papers because then you can print it out as many times as you like. So I'm going to back that basics page with that paper just to give a little bit of extra something around the edge there. And I do have another piece of that which I've cut into the 3x4 size, and I'm going to mat another one of my photos with that piece. So that's going to be going on the side along with my journaling. So with my journaling, I really wanted to print my journaling onto the actual card. When I print it out using the digital version of the card, my printer doesn't quite create the same color. So as you can see, this one here is more teal, but this one is actually blue. So what I did was I still used the digital version of the card to print the journaling out. That way I knew exactly where to put my actual journaling card. Then in Photoshop I made sure that I turned off the journaling card itself so that you could only see the journaling, and then I printed it out with that taped over the top, and it worked perfectly. So now I have my printed journaling on that physical journaling card from the kit. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. So that's basically the layout of this spread today. I do have another photo to go on this side, and then I've got the puffy alphabet stickers here to form part of my title. I've got a lot of the tickets and other bits of ephemera from the kit, and I've got the cut apart labels that were in the kit as well. I've just selected the blue and the yellow ones here to use, so I've got those ones there ready to go as well. I do have two stamp sets that I'm going to use. There's a couple of phrases on each of these that I might use. So this is the Best Parts stamp set from the kit, and then there's a Traveler's Notebook stamp set as well. So I think I'm ready to get started. I'll pop you on fast forward and show you how I'm going to put this one together. Okay, first up I'm going to adhere that Traveler's Notebook Basics page to that background pattern paper, and now I'm going to just grab my sewing machine and add stitching to each of those three pieces. So that's done. That's all I'm going to be doing for the journaling card, but I will be adding more to the other two pieces. So I'm going to work on this 3x4 card here, and that's got the photo going onto the center. I'm just going to trim the corners of that cut apart label. If you use a hole punch, it makes it so easy instead of trying to cut out those little curved edges. So you get a really nice result using that hole punch. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp a phrase. This one says "It's all good" onto that label. So just inking that one up straight onto the label there, and that one's going to be positioned in the bottom right of that photo. So I'm just adding some adhesive, and then that can go straight onto the photo there. I'm just going to look at what else I can add. I'm going to tuck a little ephemera piece under the top edge of that label, just adding another layer. And then I've got this yellow cut apart piece from the printable. And I did trim that down a little bit smaller than how it printed, just so that it would fit a bit nicer on my little card there. So I've just added some stitching to each of those and across the top of the photo as well. So that is now done, and I can move on to my full-size page. So I do have a line of text that I'm going to add to that bottom section. Just says what we were doing and where we were, and I'll also add the date with my date stamp there as well. Okay, so I'm just looking at how I want to arrange some things on the page, and I do have that yellow label. I'm going to stamp the phrase "couldn't be any better" onto that one. So I'll just add it to my clear acrylic block, Try to get that nice and straight, and I'm going to stamp that directly onto the label, and it just fits inside that space, which I was very happy about. And that one is going to go underneath the photo, so I'll go ahead and adhere that one down. Okay, stick that one into place, and now I can also add my photo as well. Alright, so I'm just going to center that one on the page just above that label. Alright, now to decorate the top of the photo there, I've got these 3 tickets. I'm just cutting them in half because that way I can save the other half for another project. So I'm just going to tuck them in under the top edge of the photo. So it's just adding a little bit of fun to the top of the page there. So I'll go ahead and adhere those ones down, just using a little bit of double-sided tape behind each of those, and I want to try to adhere them so that they're all at different levels, all at different heights. Okay, so that is now done. Next up, I've got my title that I'm going to put across the top of the photo, so I'm going to just adhere each of those down. I do grab my T-square ruler just to make sure I get it nice and straight, and I use the center of the A as the apostrophe in the let's word, since there wasn't any apostrophes included in the puffy alpha set, so that worked out really well. So I've just added a puffy heart to the top left card and to the bottom of the full-size page there, and I'm just using a pen to just check off a couple of those boxes. So I'll give you a closer look at the details on each of these now. You can see those tickets. I did stitch across the tickets as well and across that label. You can see the little filled in bit down the bottom, and now I can add it into my Life Crafted album. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I've put this one together today. I really enjoy using the digitals. They're just so much fun. Let me know if you've got any questions. Just pop it down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I'll leave you with some close-up photos. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.